Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the lovely Pacific Northwest in a very, you would call it a dark, dreary, wet day, but I call it a glorious day in the Pacific Northwest. For those of you who live here, you know what I'm talking about. And I love it. I really do. I don't mind not seeing the sun. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Because I know that days like this are what bring the beautiful, beautiful spring and summer days to come. So when I have days like this, I think of summer and spring and all those wonderful, glorious flowers that come up and the glorious green trees that I see here in this state. Because I've lived in the desert, okay? I know what dryness looks like, and so I'll take this day anytime. Bring it on. Just go ahead and bring it because I know what the rain can bring. Now, it can bring the flooding and the bad stuff as well, but there's always good with the bad. There's always dark and light. It's a balance, and sometimes you get more of what you don't want, but you have to take the good and the bad in every situation. So welcome to my channel, everybody. This is my December 2025 Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 13. We're starting again, and yeah, I'm probably going to continue doing that little scribbly bit on my whiteboard. I like it. So this kit is called Watercolor in Blue December 2025's kit. And you could have made 9 cards, 3, 3, and 3, and the envelopes were all the same with just that little bit of printing down at the bottom. On the back, as always, this QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed, a visual of everything that comes in the kit, and down here it lists those coordinating colors. Videos 1 through 5, I always share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of mosey along. This one right here would have led you to this set of 6 dies called the Abundant Joy dies, and they will coordinate with October, November, and December 2025's Paper Pumpkin Kit. The new set of dies are out and available to purchase. They will look like this, but they are called the Beautiful Bloom dies, and they will coordinate with January, February, and March of 2026. Yes, Happy New Year! Those are them, and they are a set of 4. Beautiful, the postage stamp, and the tulips. So the stamps for this kit are, dear friend, thank you. The little things you do for me mean so much. You make me feel loved so much. Miss you. The 4 images. And with that being said, we are going to combine again, dear friend from this current kit, along with just a note from December 2024's kit. You know, I keep that one right within hand's reach on my desk. Here they are. We're going to be also using Secret C. So we're doing a note card today. So we have a note card that is 4 7/8 by 7, scored at 3.5. It's just a pre-made one. Layer number 1 is, I think it's a, yes. Of course I had to. Why would I not cut it the full size? Because I can, and because I wanted to be different, apparently. So this is 3 3/8. Yes. 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. Why? Because I can, and because I had to be just a little bit different. So that's layer number 1. We're just going to start and do it. This is in Secret C, thanks to the wonderful Kathy who sent me some Secret C. I need to place an order. I still have yet to do that. I just haven't had time. Just haven't had it. Because I do want to get the refill inker and some of this cardstock, because it is really pretty. I just don't want the full-size ink pad because I'm not investing in it, but I do have this spot and I do like it. I can see it replacing Night of Navy. It's really pretty. It really does remind me of the dress blues in the navy. So layer number 2 is white, and this is from the front of the envelope from the last video number 12. I trimmed it down to this. Now I was going to emboss it, but when I set this on top of it, it's like I'm not embossing that. I'm covering all of that up, so I'm not embossing it. So this piece is 3 by 4 3/8. That's layer number 2. We're just going to go ahead and get this glued down as well. In the center. And this is going to be a landscape card, even though it looks right now like a portrait one. It's just because of the way I'm holding it. But this card's going to go this way. All right. And then this is half of a card base. And this is cut to 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. And this is going to go directly like that, but not yet, because we're going to tie some string, some white baker's thread around, and then tie a bow, hopefully. So I'm going to need a helping hand, hopefully. And no fingernails, it's still no help. I mean, I'm just all thumbs here. All right. Now hopefully I can pull it. That looks good. If I pull the ends together, I should be able to cut it. There we go. I'm going to need some more of that as well. Let me put that back in the drawer where it goes. So there's my little bow, which we're going to get that figured out here in a minute. So I cannot put that on there, but when you put that on there, you can, if you bow your cardstock a little bit, you can get it where you want it. And that, I think, is going to be where, so you can see how we have that. I want my bow's going to go like that. Next, I have, this is that square-ish rectangle is my word for it. This is from the kit. This is going to go right here, and I put dimensionals only in the 4 corners because my string needs to go in the center. So we're not going through the layers as we normally would, because we're just going through them as we are using them. So here's my square-ish rectangle from the kit. Gonna lay that right there, and then we can put our bow along there, and I'm gonna put a little glue dot. Oops, let's put the cap on that. And no, my husband has not finished with his whatever he's doing to the internet out there. So I'm making another video. I'm going to go check again. Oops, I want to turn it that way. Oh, that is like in the wrong spot. All right. That looks so much better. Now we can put this here. Yes, 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 yes. Now we can use one of the 2 glue bottles I have going on. Right down in the center. And I know that video, I believe number 11, didn't get its description in right away due to technical difficulties. I still plan on going back there and putting those measurements in there. And sorry, it's just had to happen till after the fact. It's just kind of how some things go. So next I am using this, which I used the postal stamp dies that are from the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar, right? And this piece is the exact piece from this card that I made, right? So this piece came from there. This now is going to get glued down in the center of that squarish rectangle. Oops. In the center. There needs to be a little bit of glue right here. All right, so then I die cut with the add-on dies, the Abundant Joy dies, this from a scrap piece of the Secret Sea, and I already put dimensionals on it. Pardon me here. Not sure what layer I'm on next, but it'll be in the description part of the video, hopefully, at the time I get to load it up. Just like that, bringing in this layer and that Secret Sea there, right? I can vacuum it up. I need to charge my little vacuum here. Thank you, Kathy. And then we have our little, from the 3 banner punch, right? Right there. This was extra. This was laying on my desk. And my sentiment, dear friend, should fit on that. If not, we'll stamp and we'll do it again. So let's go ahead and get this stamped. The dear friend. And put just a note. Dear friend, just a note. Then you can write whatever it is you would like to say in it. I'm just using bits and pieces here to create a simple little card. And I think I would like this to go right here. So I want to put a a dimensional. Wonder if this will work or if it's too big. Right there. And then a little bit under deer. Oh, so nice. So nice. And then the bling I did not think about, but I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking, to be honest. I'm thinking it needs some white is really what it needs. So I did have white here a minute ago. I had some white left over from a Christmas paper pumpkin. Let's see. No. My shoulder is hurting and I'm not sure why that just, I don't know where those went. They were red and oh, they're right here. I knew I had them somewhere. Might be because I've been folding laundry all day long. Let's add a few of these. So 1. Yes, I know there's an empty space there, but it's really bugging me right now. 1, 2. I'm thinking 3. We're going to do 5. Believe it or not, yes, I'm going to put 5 on this little tiny card. 5. 1, 2, 3. That's really cute. I just think it needs a few more. Maybe it just needs the 3. Let me take a peek. You know what? We're going to stop at 3. We'll put this one right here. All right. So we have it, dear friend, and then we'll stamp just a note. I don't know why that speaks to me, but it does. It speaks to me. May not speak to anybody else, but to me. Let me know if it speaks to you, because, dear friend, just a note to say hi, right? Just a note. There we go. So the envelope, yes, we need something on the envelope. I just wish we had it prettier. You know, if we had this stamp here, it just, I just don't like what we have to choose from this kit. And I haven't got into my stamps yet. I don't want to today. I want to clean up. I still got some organizing on shelves, things that have, let me clean that off. I think we'll use this one. I mean, it's similar. It's just not the same, and I'd like to have it the same. Oh, I'm just being picky and difficult and all those wonderful things that make me me. Just like getting rid of the cups that apparently my grandson decided he liked, even though he doesn't use them but once in a blue moon. In the one blue moon, he decides he wants the cup. I'm even going to use this down here. I get rid of them, and they're not coming back. I mean, he can huff and puff, and yes, Hank is still huffing and puffing about them, about me getting rid of the cups. They're not coming back. They're long gone. And I'm not buying any more. I have my mason jars, my Atlas mason jars, and those are all the drinking cups. Besides, Hank did ask me, he says, Manji, will you fill up water bottles again? And I said, Hank, the only water bottles we have left are the Gatorade water bottles from football and your lunch water bottle. So he has a white Gatorade bottle and a green and orange water bottle, and then he has his 2 water bottles he takes to school. The school's water is gross. Yes, we have a private well, so our water is much better. And I said, well, Hank, I said, I wouldn't mind doing it, but you would need to bring them back into the kitchen when they're done. I could fill up a water bottle or 2 if you bring the water bottles out of your room. I will not fill them up for you if you do not bring them out of your room. And he said, okay. And I said, okay. You know, I can do that. When school goes back, it ain't gonna be like I'm gonna be filling them up anyways, because I keep one in there for him to take to school in the morning. When he goes to school, he puts it in his backpack. So that problem's solved. It's just right now he would like nice ice cold water, and yeah. Will he bring his water bottles out of his room? Who knows? If he doesn't, I'm not filling up his water bottles. I don't mind doing it once in the morning when I get up, but I'm not filling up all the glass water bottles that I did before. He lost that privilege. No, we don't do that anymore. Plus, he couldn't stop chewing on the rubber stoppers, so I still have them all. I just have them boxed up and put away. I'm not getting rid of them. They're great water bottles. I just am not using them. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. I'm going to go check on my hubby. Bye-bye for now, everyone.